Hey, it's Brock here with Rockhill Farms, and today I want to show you what I'm planning to use as a power source for the Quonset hut. So we've got our main shop up on the hill, and just down from that is the equipment shed. After we bought the property, I redid power inside the shop. I trenched a line underground to supply power to the equipment shed, and I could trench in another line and run power out to the Quonset hut, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. We're already putting a lot of draw on the main service, so I've been looking at other options. And another consideration is, this isn't like our shop where we're running power tools and all kinds of equipment all the time. The Quonset hut is mainly a storage building, so all I really need is a few lights and the ability to plug in a couple things. And that's why I decided to go with a solar generator. What I have here is the Generark HomePower One. And I've looked at a lot of these solar charging or battery backup type systems and did some comparisons, and I think the Generark is going to really fit my needs. So first thing is, I haven't opened this yet, but I'm assuming it doesn't come fully charged. So here's the main system. Over here in this box is my solar panels. Right now I'm going to get this out, take a quick look at it, and get the panels set up and get it charging. Then I'll go run some errands and come back and we'll see how well it works. Okay, looks like it's nicely packaged with this heavy foam protectant. We've got a little pouch here when you first open it up. Looks like this is a power supply for charging the main unit. If you don't want to charge it with solar, I think you can charge it with this 12 volt or a standard household plug. One thing I like about this unit is it's small and not super heavy for the amount of power you're getting off of it. And it's got a convenient carry handle. You've got 3 plug-ins here, 2 USBs, a USB-C, 12 volt, and I'm actually not sure what these inputs right here are. I'll have to look into that and find out. Okay, let's open up the solar panels. You have the ability to link up more solar panels. I've started with 2 of these panels right here. It says output 100 watt. And the panel I have on my winch charger is 7 watt. And that's tiny, but 100 watt should charge this up pretty well. We'll get into all that once we're trying to actually use it and I've been through the manual. It's got a nice sleek design. You've got a kickstand here, it would appear. A zip-up pouch with your power cord in it. Unfold it here and there's your solar panels. Well, I haven't used it yet, but I can say the design is really nice. My initial thought is that I will mount these solar panels on the Quonset hut and have them charging it all the time. Obviously it's going to have a safety shut off on your charging so it won't overcharge. And I'll just have these charging all the time and always have power when I need it. And the unit can set in the Quonset hut and have lights plugged into it. And you know, I can still rig up a switch for that if I want. But the idea is that this will be set up as if I have power to the shop, but it's just charging off the solar. But then, if I need portable power, if we're going on a trip, we're going to one of my son's ball games, or I'm working on the back corner of the property and I want to be able to plug in some tools, you just unplug this from the solar panels and take it with you, and it should last quite a while to do whatever you need done. So this should be as simple as just setting these in the sun, plugging them into here. But just to be safe, I'm going to read the manual. It says it takes 8 hours for this to charge from 0. So from 40%, we ought to be able to charge it in 4 to 6 hours and get to play with it today. This is honestly so simple that I didn't even need to read the manual. You can just take it out of the box and immediately know how to use it. When you open up the little pack on the solar panel, it has a charging cord plugged into the panel, and each one comes with this splitter, and I plug this splitter into that port I didn't recognize on the unit, which should have been obvious because it says input right there. Then I plugged both panels into this and it shows it's charging. We are currently 40% charged, and when I plugged these two panels in, it said it was charging at 140 watts at the moment. Now, 3 minutes later, when I look at it, we're charging at 74 watts. And that's just because the sun went behind the clouds. Okay, the sun or the clouds just moved, and we're now getting 127 watts of charging. Very handy to be able to see how much you're charging, how quickly you're charging, and it'll be even handier to be able to see how much we're drawing. So I'm gonna go run my errands and be right back, and we'll put this to use. A few hours ago, I plugged this into the solar panels and went and ran some errands. It's now at 85% charged. As far as charging it, I did plug this into the outlet in the shop. It charges at about 140 watts, so that takes 7 hours to get it to a full charge. But before we go up there and test this out, I want to talk real quick about my thoughts on sponsored product reviews, because I didn't pay for this unit. If you didn't see it at the beginning of the video, there should have been a little strip in the corner that says sponsored product. And when you grow a YouTube channel like this, you're going to get offered a lot of free products in exchange for a video. And I get those offers all the time, and I turn the majority of them down because they aren't the type of products that this channel's about. So, my rules for accepting a sponsored product: number one, it has to be a product that I would buy myself. And I've been looking at these for the last 1.5 years since we moved out here. I had a smaller one that's mainly meant as a jump starter, but you can also power some other things off of it, and just not sufficient for what I'm wanting to do. This, I really want for that quonset hut, and I'm going to use the heck out of it. So, it definitely fits that criteria. Number two, if I bought this product, would I talk about it on the YouTube channel? And I don't want to go into detail, but you get offered things that just don't make sense for your channel. The next thing is, they can't tell you what to say. And Generark did not tell me what this video had to be about. They said they wanted one video with the name Generark in the title. And they wanted me to offer you guys a discount code. So, if you go to Generark.com, and there'll be a link in the description, go to Generark.com, put code Rockhill in at checkout, you'll get $100 off this unit. And I don't get anything from that. That's just value for you guys. So, this fits all my criteria. Initial thoughts on this is the design's phenomenal. It's got the magnetic tabs right here that fit into the other side so that these units stay closed without the solar panels touching each other. The way that all of the cordage wraps up into a pouch on the back. They have built-in kickstands, so you can lay them flat. You can use the handle to hang them from something, or you can use the kickstands. The shape of this box, how lightweight it is with the built-in carry handle. The variety of different ways you can hook into the power. It's a fantastic design. But that's only 50% of a product review. The other 50% is you have to actually use it, and use it a lot, and then see how well it holds up. And that's what I intend to do. So you'll see this when we get the end walls on the quonset hut. You'll see us running lights and setting it up to where those lights are plugged into this, and I'll probably have a switch in there so that when you come in, you can just flip a switch and turn on those lights, but they'll be run off this. And then if I go down to the back end of the property and I need electric with me, I'll just unplug this from the solar panels and take it with me. We'll take this to ball games. We'll take it to the lake. We'll use it a lot. And then I'll tell you what I think about it after that. It just really matters how well it holds up to use. It also matters, I think, I haven't researched every company, but they have a 5-year warranty on this unit, and that's pretty impressive. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's take this up and run some power tools. Very easy to transport. I'm not gonna say it's light, but it's not really heavy either. And this is the entire system. It's got all 3 types of charging cords in the pouch on the solar panel. Right here, ready to go. So, I was thinking about what can I run off of this. It's 1,000 watts, constant, 2,000 peak. And I don't know about you, but off the top of my head, I don't know how many watts everything draws. So I looked it up. I've been talking about running lights. These 4-foot fluorescent lights like I have in here draw like 32 watts. So if you think the old kind of light bulbs were 100 watts, you could run 10 lights. Or with it being these lights, you could have 30 of them. I'm going to put like 4 lights out there. So that will be no problem at all to run the lights in the Quonset hut. Now let's see, plugging in something for the first time. Turn it on. My phone is charging. That draws 1 watt. So basically you could charge cell phones. You could have 4 phones here, 2 in the USB-C, 2 in the regular USB, and charge phones for a week before you ran this thing down. So let's try something a little bigger. We've got just a household fan here that we use to circulate air here in the shop. Okay, we've got it turned on to AC. Turn the fan on. Let's start on low. The fan on low is taking 132 watts. Second setting, 136 watts. Third setting, 148 watts. Now I was thinking bigger. If, you know, my gas generator is 3,500 watts, I believe. And I can run a lot of power tools off that. So then I thought, can I run power tools off this? I did some Google searches. My table saw is too big for this. A circular saw probably won't run off this. Looks like a drill probably will. The best thing before trying something is just Google it, see what it's going to draw. But let's see what this drill does. The highest number on this was 375. Well, it jumped to 480 on startup, and then it ran the rest of the time at 380. So I'm guessing if I put this under a load and I was actually drilling with it, you're going to use probably all of that 1,000 watts. But you can run a drill off of it. Even though this is not designed to run power tools, it's your emergency backup power. It's great for charging devices. If I was out filming, say I was going to film all day long and I've got 3 cameras and a drone and they all need their batteries charged, I could charge that stuff for days off of this. So basically, it's going to work perfectly for what I got it for. So final thoughts is I think this is a great product. Well made, well engineered, like everything about it. Hopefully it lasts, but we'll see that in a future video. I appreciate you taking time to watch. I'm going to put links over here to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.